570-8347. You can call us and tell us what you need, what you think Osimhen should be doing. Go on Facebook and drop your comment at Vote 1043 FM. Tell us if you want Chelsea or PSG to sign Osimhen. Okay, let's stay with Chelsea. Ben Chilwell might leave Chelsea because the coach came out and was saying that he is finding it difficult to find a place for him in the team. I saw that comment and I was wondering, how are you finding it difficult for a left back? Like you're finding it difficult to find a position for a left back, even though I heard that he like playing inverted fullback.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't think that Chilwell can be doing that. So probably Chilwell might believe it.
Chilwell we cannot see. That's why you see in that first game against Wrexham, I think, where he played a Reece James as a defensive midfielder. I've seen Reece James play as a defensive midfielder once. I've seen him play as an inverting fullback into defensive midfield role. So I believe he can do that. That's why against Wrexham I was okay with it. But with Ben Chilwell, is no option. He's just that straight up run to the end of the opposition's half. Straight up from that left wing, run straight down and get the cross in. And I think if he had wanted to do this, he could have at least tried it with this other guy that left for Barcelona the other time. And what's his name again? Andres. He could have at least tried it with Andres or maybe the other left back, but he didn't try with all these players. And now Chilwell is not this player that could give you an inverting fullback role. He can't play.
But then I beg to differ. Like kudos to all the managers in the world out there that are making football fantastic for all of us. Okay, but it's like managers just wake up and say this old rule book, this old play style, this old pattern. Let's throw it away and let's bring something new. And then it's as if the players who fit into that mold don't fit into today's football. And then secondly, when you get into games and the chips are down and you need the traditional left fullback to do his job, you don't have the traditional left fullback left on your side.
I saw a post the other day and I kind of related to it. It said, in the world of current football, that the likes of Pele, Maradona, and an English legend, Bobby Ripsey, would not get in any team in the Premier League starting 11. And I went out and I went to watch these people's clips again. And I sat down to see every team in the Premier League, how they played it. And I'm like, no, those people were talented. These people are just pure athletes. Run, pass, struggle. This is talent against athletes. And athletes is like, just do the job. Don't add any effigy. But those people will add plenty of effigy to it.
No, I think
and you ask yourself,
at some point. I don't know.
And ask yourself, now it's about pass, run, score.
Now it's about inverted fullbacks rather than traditional fullbacks who cover that zone. And we see a lot of clubs in the Premier League concede from that long ball into those areas. So it's crazy though.
Hello, good morning. Okay. Continue, yeah.
PS.
signing new contract is the problem.
Osimhen signed new contract now. That's why they
Yes.
bring that problem.
Yes.
Is it not true?
It's true. He signed a contract last season.
Now if that thing now if that problem now Conte, they don't like black people like that. I see that man.
Come on, he's looking for Lukaku now.
Hello?
He's looking for Lukaku, so Lukaku is a black man.
I know that he's looking for because Lukaku bring a trophy in that line. That's why I'm looking for the Lukaku. Me, I know all that too. So Lukaku, Conte one kind of person. So the other team now, Osimhen now, this Napoli people, they are tricky. They don't want big money. They get big eye. You see? So they want to make them carry money, give them. They carry big money and then before they leave them, they carry Lukaku give them money. But we'll see how the thing will go.
Okay.
Because they Napoli get big eye, that's why.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. He's talking about he's talking about Napoli and Chelsea and Osimhen. Let's see what will happen. In that transfer. Okay, let's stay with Chelsea. They have officially completed the signing of Jorgensen for their keeper. Now the question, let's straight up question: who do you think will be the first goalkeeper? Now they have Petrovic, they have Sanchez, they have this new keeper. They have keeper that is coming back from Real Madrid. They have 4 teams and they actually trying to buy one young player for the
next 3 years. Leave that young player.
Okay,
but
now for now they have to sell 2 actually.
They have to sell 1.
Kepa probably might
They
leave.
probably will sell one.
Kepa
or maybe
will
2.
leave. Kepa will not stay. So they have now 3 first-team goalkeepers now: Petrovic, Sanchez, and Jorgensen. So who do you think plays for Chelsea?
I think Jorgensen is going to be starting because the manager came in and said, I want that player. We saw it happen at Arsenal. What's his name now? Mikel Arteta said he wanted David Raya. Raya came in, played a couple of games didn't start and then was later introduced and has been holding down that position now for a couple of games for the side. So I think at Chelsea the same thing is going to happen because Maresca wants this guy Jorgensen to come in. So
What
if he plays Europa League or Europa Conference League and Petrovic starts? That's another story. We have to start deciding who starts for the team. It's not just, you can't just come all the way from this Spanish La Liga first season. You're already dragging for the starting spot.
But let's not forget that. Let's not forget that.
To just come in and start.
Let's not forget that the manager wanted this guy.
Yes,
and even when the manager
at Arsenal
he
wanted,
got him in.
Even when the manager at Arsenal wanted Raya, it still took about 6 months or 1 year.
It didn't take 6 months.
No, come on.
It was less than 3 games in the Premier League season.
After 3 games,
Come on,
Baba was starting consecutively.
It took time.
It
He didn't
didn't
just
take
come in
time.
and look at it. Raya was in the
Oh,
Premier
my
League,
goodness.
not another league.
Irrespective.
Raya was still in the Premier League then.
I think
Irrespective,
after
though.
3 games, they went on
This
international
man
break.
is
They
straight
came
up.
back.
And at some point they were still paying. You start
And
this one.
let's not forget
until the next time
those 3 games were just within the space of, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks. Baba was starting and held down that position till now.
Come on,
So
they were
if-
still they were still making shifts. First season they were still making shifts until at some point he said no more Ramsdale.
No,
I disagree. There was no shift.
But he was playing
Ramsdale, yes, he
for
was
all the
still
competition.
at some point he had to stop playing Ramsdale at all, and Raya was all the way.
Okay, let's see what happened with Chelsea goalkeeper, because having 3 first-team goalkeeper is dicey. 2 is sometimes is
Someone
problem.
has to-
I remember when Courtois and Cech was in the same team.
Yeah.
And when Courtois came back from loan, he was starting. And Cech start on the bench for 1 season. After he just made Jose Mourinho, I can't sit on the bench.
And then
I
he
have
moved to
because
Arsenal.
it's nice to have a first 2 team. Like now, a problem with Arsenal and Ramsdale. Ramsdale is looking to leave because of this. Now you have Sanchez, you have Petrovic, you have Jorgensen. All of them wants to play. How do you give 3 first-team goalkeepers? People are even
Sanchez is definitely leaving.
Petrovic
Petrovic for me came from the MLS, I think, and he's been okay sitting on the bench. This is a team that when you're given the opportunity, you fight for it. You make sure you nail it down. At some point, I think when they bought, let's go to Man United now. When they bought David De Gea, he was on the bench for some time. When they brought in, I think was it Romero? Romero came in to Man United as good as he was then, good on his feet, good with his hands. In short, I think I felt like he was a better goalkeeper than David De Gea, building from the back. But things happened. He sat on the bench. He played a couple of games.
It's not the same scenario.
I think he was the goalkeeper for Man United when they won the Europa League.
It's not the same scenario.
You have a David De Gea and you're bringing
scenario. For example, you have a David De Gea who is your number one, and you're bringing up a credible backup. That's it.
It's not. He came in to fight for his spot.
He didn't come in to fight for his spot. He came in to be the backup.
The only person that came in to fight, the only person that came to Man United as a backup goalkeeper was Ben Foster. And you see how his career panned out as a backup.
I feel even when Romero came to Manchester United, I don't think he was coming to display.
He was coming to display the game.
Normally you will come and you will fight for your number one spot. If you don't get it, you find your fight is on the bench.
You sit on the bench.
And Jonathan is coming to fight for that spot with two other people.
He's not coming to fight for that spot because the manager said, "I want this guy." Simple.
And you think you will just put him in the first season? Premier League will not be La Liga.
Arteta did it.
Let me ask.
Premier League will not be La Liga.
What if the new goalkeeper, Jorgensen, is not the coach's first choice? Probably Chelsea buys anything there.
Yeah. In that scenario, you see him. The clear case study for this is, what happens the first 2-3 weeks of the Premier League season. That tells us if this guy wanted him or not. And then secondly, when Enzo Maresca gets asked questions about Jorgensen signing relative to the other two goalkeepers, what he says, he will tell you if he actually brought him in. Like Arteta said, he wanted bring another dimension to the goalkeeping games. He said that there are some games in the previous seasons where he felt that he needed to swap the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
but there was no. So those type of comments, those type of press conferences let you know if it's actually Enzo Maresca's choice. And if it is Enzo Maresca's choice, then he expects Jorgensen to starting games as soon as possible.
From January.
Okay, let's see what happens. I don't understand why whenever you buy a player, you want them to start after 10 games. But some players come in.
It's not about.
Their players are coming and have instant impact. And you can't doubt
the percentage of the market. Look at it now. I use the stats I am giving to work. In that regard, you have only 1% of players who come in and make instant impact. I've said this before. Like statistics, we've done the research from Premier League midfield.
What I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying sometimes, for example, if you buy a Euro, for example, for Manchester United, is expected to start immediately.
And you think Euro will start for Man United?
I'm just saying.
Obviously.
And we not make blunders that will
crucify. For example, if you buy Osimhen to Chelsea, Osimhen is starting.
Simple.
Whether he's not, he didn't score in the next 15 games.
Simple.
There are players you just buy, they start.
You start and you
don't make instant impact. It's just what I'm saying. You don't make impact. Osimhen comes in and it takes 9 games to start. Do you think, okay, fine, let's say the Chelsea fans might be patient enough, just like how they were patient with Jackson. Jackson's first 10 games.
9 games to start or 9 games to perform. Which
9 games to start giving results.
You can't judge him based on you brought him in. He hasn't played 9 games and then he starts and then you are now looking for impact.
Okay, guys, let's go to our Facebook comments. Remember, you can go on our Facebook comments and drop your own comments. Our Facebook handle is @vote1043 FM @vote1043. Go there and drop your comments. We'll be reading here live. Also, Francis Naman is saying, let him join Chelsea or Arsenal, because we asked the question, where do you want Osimhen to be joining, PSG or Chelsea? But also he's saying, let him join Chelsea or Arsenal. Precious Queen is saying Chelsea. So everybody is rooting for him to leave Napoli and join at Chelsea. Let's see how that pans out. Okay, guys, we are going to go on a quick short break. When we come back, we'll talk about Arsenal, because there is this young player that is actually trending at Arsenal, that he doesn't want to sign a new contract, that he wants to move to Manchester. I want to move to Manchester United. Stay with us.
Hello, Enugu. Have you heard? Volt 104.3 FM is granting small businesses in Enugu a chance to be heard and to be known. Let us help you advertise your business for as low as 2,500 naira per spot. And if you pay 50,000 naira for 20 spots, we will give you 10 spots for free. For more inquiries, visit Volt 104.3 FM at 64 Ozobolo Street by ESBS Junction, Enugu, or call our marketers on 0815 628 5384 or 0816 215 5195.
Volt 104.3 FM.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. Remember, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can go there and drop your comments. We'll be reading it here live in the studio. And also, you can call us in the studio to join this conversation. And the number to call is 0706 048 5853. Okay, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Enugu.
What's your name, please?
My name is Soje.
Okay. What's your contribution about Osimhen?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about Osimhen. I think the mistake made was from the agents. The agents actually made money from him. Due to the fact that you and I know quite well that when a new contract is signed, it will favor both the agent and the player in question. So I think it favors the agent, and that's the reason why Osimhen is passing through what he's passing through right now.
Okay.
That is number one. Number two, I want to raise my displeasure concerning the pattern you guys do broadcasting. I don't know. Is it a football show or a sports show? Let me ask you.
It's a football show.
So it's a football show,
Yes.
not sports.
It's a football show, yes.
Okay. All right. Since you say it's a football show,
Okay, is it because of the Olympics?
No.
Okay.
At least I was thinking, is it a football show or a sports show? That's what I'm asking. You have told me that it's a football show. So I will rest my case.
All right.
Since it's not a sports show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, guys, remember you can call us in. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Okay, let's move to us. Okay, before we move to us now, we have a comment on our YouTube channel. Remember, on our YouTube channel is at Volt
FM Sports.
FM Sports. You can join us, drop your comments there. We're going to be doing here live in the studio. Emmanuel Okitibi is saying, let him go to Saudi. He's talking about Osimhen, let Osimhen go to Saudi. And he's also saying, Chido left Arsenal because of money. United is going to pay him double of what Arsenal is paying him. So let's move on to this boy, Chido Obi Martins. He's moving from Arsenal. He's from a feeder player, but he's causing a whole lot of talk as for Arsenal fans. He is going to move in from Arsenal Academy to, I don't know if it's Man U first team or not, but he is going to be moving. But the rumors there that Man U is offering double. Arsenal offered him £15,000 a week. For Arsenal, Man U is offering him double. What do you make of that, this young player? Because at some point, he scored about, I think, 9 players in one game, in one of their games. So he's a hot prospect, but he's not moving to
32 goals in 30 games, more than any player in that regards in the what's it called, amateur leagues. Now, this is what happens in a player like this. Smith Rowe is being forced out of Arsenal. He's now at Fulham. Many other young players in Arsenal were not given the opportunity at some
Same
point.
everywhere in the Premier
Same
League.
in the Premier League. But
Sure,
at some
sure.
point, you look at when Man United decides to give these young players opportunity, what happens? They are there for a very long time. I could give you a list. Amad Diallo came from Atlanta.
How many seasons now?
Now this is his first, he's been on the bench for some time, played with the reserves. Now he's in the first team. There are talks of Kobe Mainoo, who has been in Man United fold since he was 6 years old. Now look at where he is now. He's starting in the midfield. Rashford, the same thing. Now, if you look at the number of youth players playing in the Man United fold and number of youth players that came through this is not the time of, we say, as a Wenger. Look at the difference in this. So they say, okay, fine, if I go here,
What's the difference?
I will
though,
get
if
quality
you
time.
ask me.
I will get quality
How
time.
many players play
Not
quality
now,
time?
not now. Let's
See,
go back the last 5 years. How many of Arsenal's youth projects?
I find it very funny that you use
into
Manchester United as a case study in
I'm
this
not
regard.
saying Man United. I'm not saying Man
because-
United has a better
Manchester
Record.
United just have just 3 or 4 players from the youth setup that
Come on
are
now.
in the first team.
Come on now.
And
Come
that
on
have
now.
starting positions
Come on
in
now.
the first team.
Come on now. Over
And
the
that can
over
actually
the
and
last
that can
5 years.
actually over the last I'm talking
Over
about
the
I'm talking
last.
about currently.
I'm talking about
currently within the
a
side.
project
And
that has
then
lasted for the
currently
last.
over the last decade, Manchester United have not produced more young players than Arsenal. They've
Come on
not.
now. Come on.
They've not.
Come on now. You see players every year. There's one player introduced to the team. Every year, one
Kobe
player
Maeno
introduced to the team.
for last
Every year. Starting from Louis Van
Last
Gaal.
2 seasons.
Starting from Louis Van Gaal. Every year, 1 or 2 players is introduced to that first team. Now, since Arteta took over, he built his career on the backs of these young players. You get? There's even cases of where people are starting to doubt Arteta's intelligence in coaching young players, because you built your career on the backs of these young players. They helped you save your first season. Now you want them all gone, except for Saka, maybe just one of that player. You want them all gone, and you're bringing in foreign-based players to build a team and start playing. Now, what's the prospect of Arsenal? I'm seeing a picture of one of the Arsenal young players from last 2 seasons being a model. Now he's quit. He has quit football entirely.
That's
he's
his
a model.
personal choice. It's not on Arsenal. It's
You
on
understand?
him.
Because
basically.
he had the hopes, and he was sent on loan. And now Lukaku is about to leave because he's not giving the
He
opportunity
left.
as well.
But you have
So,
to understand
look at
that
it. So
every
I'm
club
just
is like
saying,
that.
every
Manchester
club.
United.
I'm just saying.
It's crazy that you're
If the
saying this.
person is given the opportunity at the long run,
So do you think
He's
he has more
there for
opportunity for us
if
for Manchester
he
United?
ends up getting the opportunity, he has more opportunity to stay. Let's look at the players that has left Man United in recently. There's this Nigerian England-born player, Shotire. Where is he now? He's at PAOK in Greece. And definitely he's getting more pay than he got at Man United. He's getting more. He's getting in his contract. Let's read this contract out now. If I remember half of that contract on my head, it says more pay, more appearance bonus. From if he wins anything, rewards goes to Man United. You see, many of the contract things is in positive light for him as a young man. And how old is he? He's just 20. You get, he's just 19, 20, same age as Kobe Maino. So it's about you now. You give these players opportunity to play in the Premier League, at least not every time, maybe 10 minutes.
What we are asking now, he is moving to Manchester United. He's not going to start.
He's
this
not
season.
coming into the
He's not starting.
He's not
He's
coming
going to
into the
reserve.
first
Or he's
team.
not even going to reserve.
He's not coming to the
sef.
first
So
team.
is
He's
it like-
going to the reserves.
But they are
First.
paying double.
See,
It's money.
do you know how much they paid Amad Diallo at Atlanta? Amad Diallo was starting in first team Atlanta. When they got him into the Man United fold, where was he playing? He came and he went straight to the under 19s. His first game against Man United was against AC Milan in the Europa League, I think, and he scored the first goal for Man United. That was the first senior goal career for Man United he scored, and after that he went back to the reserves. You know, so I'm saying him coming to Man United or him going to Man United is like, okay, fine. If I can't make it at Arsenal, at least let me go to Man United and build my career. At least there's this pedigree that I played for mine. You know,
See, forget about pedigree. Bro is going for money.
It just be like
Let's call it what it
it
is
just be
right
like
now.
it just be like Rico Lewis now. If he wants to leave Man City tomorrow, maybe Kyle Walker is not leaving anytime soon, and he wants to leave Man City tomorrow. You know what what he would tell himself? I am going from Man City. You submit your CV for somewhere. Tell them I worked with CNN.
How many doors will they open? Yes,
Okay,
Manchester City as a big part player, as a young player,
It
not
doesn't
even a
mean
starting
you
player.
won trophies. You play the FA Cups. It's them. You won the time the season Man City went on the domestic treble. He was part of the team that
Let's not
started the FA
forget that
Cup.
this guy now in question hasn't won anything at Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying. That is why he needs to go to Man United.
He's
So,
not even
and win
having a
something.
chance.
You understand?
And
Go
win
to
what?
Man United
Okay.
and win maybe FA Cup next season.
Okay,
And
let's see what happens.
Baba is
Submit-
going for the
submit
bag.
a six-
Simple and short.
Either-
Going for the
either ways.
bag. Simple.
either ways, if you're going somewhere else with your CV, I played for Man United Academy and I played for Arsenal Academy, you have a bigger shout at starting in the first team of that club.
Let's see what happens with this guy, because we have comments on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube. Emmanuel Kitibi is also saying it has to be first team. I asked before if he's going to play first team. Say it has to be first team. Who will pay £30,000 for a feeder player? It's a whole lot of money for a
That's
young
the thing,
player.
though.
Chizoba is saying, for me, Osimhen is a player that every club wish to have because the guy is good. So I think he should go to PSG. Emmanuel is asking at Nonso, please ask how many young players count the number of young players graduated in the present Manchester United team.
It's crazy that if we're having this conversation in the first place. It's crazy that we're having
From
this
last
conversation.
season, wait, I think they sold one to, what's it called now?
Current, just
No,
about
I'm
current.
calling from last season. I'm not going to call about current now because they are still playing preseason. This season have not started. We've not seen the list they are going to submit for the preseason. But last season we have 3 players. You understand? Last season one was on loan and now they've terminated his contract. Brandon Williams, Willie Kambwala, and Kobe Menu.
3 of them.
Then Harry Amas, I'm not forgetting that name. Harry Amas. These are 4 players that could have been in Man United's fold, and these are 4 players that could be in Man United in the next season. But Willie Kambwala has gone to Spain. Brandon Williams is in somewhere else now. Harry Amas is there now. In the next season, there's somebody they call Levy. Levy is coming into the fold. There's a.
Let's take this call.
I'm going to call names,
How
man.
many people
And
to play 2 minutes
Hello,
in the
good
whole
morning.
season? Crazy.
Hello?
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Friday, calling back.
Okay, Friday.
Calling back.
Okay.
So I want to ask, yes, you have any friendly matches? Yes, you have any friendly matches?
They have, I think Friday, they have another friendly match on Friday.
Okay.
Eh.
That was Kaho Bayam new now. I have entered Chelsea or I am coming for corner. I in Chelsea now.
Yeah, it's in Chelsea now. It's in USA.
he's in USA with the first team.
It's in Chelsea now.
Okay. When they said arrange the Baraga and Sunset. When they said the 2 of them, then they leave the 2
Who's arranged?
Kepa.
Kepa.
That's his name because that other name is difficult to pronounce. So they gave him an Igbo name.
Okay.
That's the name I thought I pronounced. Arrange the Baraga. Arrange the Baraga. So now the super this Olympic,
Yeah.
this woman them now. If they play in Japan, are they getting to qualify?
If they win by 2 goals, they have a chance to qualify.
Okay, that's I want to ask.
Okay.
I want to ask.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you for that contribution. Okay, let's see what this young player, what this Obi Martins will do for Manchester United. Okay, let's take this call before we continue. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Chigozie from Ado.
Okay, Chigozie, what's the contribution, Chigozie?
I want to know the result of Barcelona Man City preseason match.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll mention the preseason games in a bit.
All right,
thank you. Okay, guys, let's see what he will be doing. He is moving. Everybody knows that this is about money. You will not tell me that they are doubling your
It's
salary.
money, simple and
You
short.
know what
What are we
£30,000
doing
is?
about?
It's not
As a
about. He
Nigerian.
already said he wants to leave. Before the money issue came up, he already said he wants to leave Arsenal because he's not sure he has or the project of Arsenal now is leading into giving young players the opportunity. That was what he said.
He's entitled to
And
his opinion,
wait
but
now,
then that's
John,
what
John,
it is.
after saying that, he went before coming to Man United. He went on several trial runs. He went to Sevilla. He went to Barcelona. He went to Germany. He went to Dortmund. He went to Leipzig. He went to Salzburg. Look at teams he went to. Then he came down to England. He went to Chelsea and came to Man United. And he also went to a team in London. Maybe he went to Crystal Palace also. I don't know. But he came down to Man United and said, okay, fine. Since I am leaving London, I'm leaving Arsenal. I better leave London for good because if I leave Arsenal for Crystal Palace and I don't get that same playtime I'm expected, the London fans might have to crucify me. So he went all the way north to Manchester, and that's where he decided to rest.
Let's see what happens with him in Manchester United. Other Arsenal news Emil Smith-Rowe will be completing his deal by tomorrow, unless tomorrow that deal is almost done. Today, tomorrow, that deal is almost done. Then Nketiah and Olympic Marseille and Arsenal are still talking to find an agreement. They are trying to get find an agreement for Nketiah. Nketiah is about to leave Arsenal. Then if you look at the Liverpool are now linked to Rabiot. Let's talk about that a little bit because Liverpool are only in this Premier League that have not actually bought any player.
Yeah.
If you look at, they are trying to convince him to come to Liverpool. What do you make of that deal, John?
For me, if you ask me, I wonder where or who is going to displace from the first team. Because if you ask me, Liverpool should be looking to the attack rather than the midfield to develop.
Are you sure they have enough in
Yes,
attack?
who did they have? How many goals last season?
That's not so smart.
How many goals last season?
Jota.
How many goals last season too, though?
This guy.
How many goals last season?
Where you
Two,
come
two.
from?
I am from F. Yeah, I'm from the beautiful city of Nigeria. So, nation of Nigeria.
Okay, do you think
So
he should be
I'm
moving
telling
to? You know, the Manchester United is looking to sign him to the Liverpool.
yeah, there is a better prospect of him getting game time at Manchester United than at Liverpool. Let's call it what it is.
Who get better time for Man United?
Better prospect, yes.
Who?
He's going to displace
Okay,
your man,
Hello.
McTominay.
Hello, good morning.
Obviously.
Yeah, good morning. It's me again. It's stupid again.
Okay.
Please, I ask you, is there any other player Chelsea want to buy after Osimhen?
No, they are still working on Osimhen. They just bought a goalkeeper from Villarreal.
Okay. For that club, Nicolas Jackson, they bought Nicolas Jackson.
Yeah.
What did you say?
You see that Villarreal that they bought Nicolas Jackson?
Yes.
Yes, the same club. Yes, the same club. Yes.
Okay. Did you remember the day I realized about this goalkeeper?
Yes, I remember. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to analyze it again now about this goalkeeper now. Next season, they might use this new goalkeeper to replace Sanchez as the first goalkeeper next season. I'm just want to analyze this thing, to analyze the man of this coach now. Are you listening to me?
Yes, please. In 1 minute, please. In 1 minute, just analyze it in 1 minute.
Analyze now. As they buy this goalkeeper now, they might sell Kepa Arrizabalaga, or the loan Kepa Arrizabalaga, or they send our first goalkeeper, our first goalkeeper that coach in the half of the season. Half of the season.
Yeah, Petrovic.
Yes, they might loan him and keep Sanchez and this new goalkeeper.
Okay.
In the team. In the team.
Okay.
Yeah, they will keep the two of them in the team.
Okay.
After that, they will use the new goalkeeper as the first choice.
Okay.
As the first choice.
Okay.
And they drop Sanchez in the bench. So that he will learn his lesson once more. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
That is how you should do it.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I think that he's going to buy this keeper and he's going to start. Okay, let's run through the results of the friendly games that happened. Manchester City and Barcelona played out a draw that they won that game on penalties. Barcelona won that game on penalties after they scored 2-2 in that game. So they won that game. That's the only big friendly games. Napoli is playing today again. Napoli is going to play today, but obviously our guy
won't be there.
Osimhen won't be there. He will not be playing. Manchester City and Barcelona played a 2-2 draw, but Barca won that game on penalties. It's a friendly game. There are other friendly games to play today. As I said, Napoli is going to be playing today. Okay, let's run down the truth of the Olympics that happened yesterday. At the men's Olympics, Dominican Republic and Uzbekistan 1-1, Spain 1, Egypt 2. That Egypt and Spain qualified from that group. That's interesting for our African brothers. Morocco 3, Iraq 0, Argentina 2, Ukraine 0. Morocco and Argentina is through to the knockout stages. New Zealand 0, France 3, USA 3, Guinea 0. Now Guinea is out of that group. The final group is Israel 0, Japan 0, Paraguay 1, Mali 0. Our Malian, will I say Malian? Our Malian brothers are out. Okay, today's game, Nigeria is going to play in Japan by 4 o'clock. Remember, Nigeria needs to win that game by 2 goals at least plus for them to qualify. Our Nigerian women. Okay, guys, let's talk about Nigerian women versus Japan. Do you think that they are capable of scoring at least 2 or more goals?
I used to look at the under-17 boys play, and I say that they play like people they say gala for Junction. They are always chasing after every ball, like as if they're chasing after every trailer in the park. And the women are not doing, let's say they won't do the same, but I think the Japanese are doing that job in this current Olympics better than every other person. They're chasing after every ball, they are everywhere in the pitch. If the Nigerian women can meet that energy and create enough noise, let alone the chances. Because I'm not seeing them create chances. They've not created any chance. They're not creating noise. Create enough noise, create enough chances. They might get a result.
What do you think, John?
I think they should, and no offense to Nigerian fans and women out there, but I think at this point in time, it's going to be almost impossible. But we are a country that believe in the impossible. So,
Even if they, but now my problem
let's
is,
see the impossible today.
now, even if they win, they'll have to beg for a result. That is the calculator.
Yeah,
United,
that's
I don't
that's
want.
the thing.
They'll
But
have to beg for a result from the other two teams.
No, even if they win 2 goals,
Yeah,
if
they
win
have
two-
minus. They have
they have
zero.
0. But
Yes.
you know that there's a third place playoff. If the result goes in other players, that probably they will qualify, but they need at least to score 3 goals. Then that gives them +1.
Mhm.
Now that calculator will now be complete.
Then I'm still saying the same thing. You still have to beg the other two teams to lose. One of the other two teams to lose.
Let's see what happens with the Olympics, because our women need to qualify. Let them qualify. It's been a very, very long time we have actually qualified for won an Olympic Games. Okay, the other games is Brazil versus Spain, Australia versus USA, Zambia versus Germany, Colombia versus Canada, New Zealand versus France. That's the only game that is going to be happening today for the Olympics women game. Okay, remember guys, let's read comments on our YouTube before we go. Okay, remember guys, we're always live on YouTube every day, Monday to Saturday. Okay, TP is saying, John, Rabiot will stroll into Liverpool midfield straight. Liverpool has the worst midfield presently among the top teams. He's also saying, I beg, the Falcons are out. Okay, the Falcons are out. Let them come home. Okay, let's see what happens. Probably a miracle can happen and they will score maybe 3 or 4 goals. Miracle can happen in football. Let's see that happen.
That was what we felt like for the Malians, but
Okay, guys, this is how we are going to be ending today's show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the comments on our Facebook and our YouTube channel. We'll be seeing you tomorrow. My name is Godwin. Remember, you can join us live every day on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can join us live every day at Volt FM Sports. You can also go back and watch some of our all these live shows we have been doing is there. You can watch them, you can preview them. Also, we have an amazing content also on that channel. Please like, subscribe, and share our content. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. My name is Godwin. Have a lovely day.
Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
That's another problem. This is a sports show.
Sports.
the football should not concern another thing. It's
See
the
you
top
later,
thing.
dear.
Because if you imagine that you start attacking
We don't talk
the
about
only
it.
thing we will talk is that for anything that is possible, 1 minute to talk about
That one is
and
understandable now.
politics.
because what we talk about is
The biggest sports again outside football is basketball.
we can't talk about
We don't talk about since we don't talk about basketball, there's no other sports we can talk about.
no, see what they do is because they talk about tennis.
We used to talk about tennis when in Nigeria and it's
Odingo.
Haruna Kodri, Sheung somebody. When these two people are having a big match,
Also programmed
News,
on Volt 104.3 FM.